great day. Hey, I'm Blackjack. We back. Salute. Tribal. Hit that like for me. Subscribe to the channel, man. Share the video. Unless you a $5 pretender, go on hit that dislike. You $5 faker. You a fake ass red man dogs roll Indian. Hit that dislike right now. Strictlyformynoggers.com. www.strictlyformynoggers.com. That's who we do it for. We strictly for my noggers over here. Salute. Tribal. We got a good show lined up tonight. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like, subscribe, share the video if you want to support monetarily. We got the Cash App at the top of the screen. Cash.app/$, House of Masculinity. Salute. Like I said, if you a pretendian, if you a fake Indian, make sure you hit that dislike. Do me a favor. You big dummy.
Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
Hit me up in the chat, man. Let me know where you at. Tribal. Salute. Holla at me in the chat. If you a real knocker, hit me up in the chat, man. If you a pretendian, hit me up in the chat too. Let me know how you feeling, bitch. Salute.
Biatch. Now who sent you, nigga?
Oh yeah. Tonight we talking early minstrelsy in America. We talking minstrel shows, y'all. We talking minstrel shows.
You big dummy.
What y'all know about them minstrel shows? Salute. Hit me up in the chat. Let me know what you know about the minstrel shows. We about to talk about it. We're gonna dig all the way into the history of the minstrel shows in America. And y'all saw the thumbnail.
Darkness, everybody! Everyone! Darkness is ready!
Au bon sauvage. Au négré l'Amérique. Et l'Amérique négrée.
We see who it is, right? Yeah, we got a Bone Savage statue superimposed right in front of a minstrel show advertisement. Early minstrelsy in America. Early minstrelsy in America. Salute, my nigga. Salute.
You big dummy.
Let's dig into it. We know what the minstrel show all about. We know it's all about the so-called Negro. So-called Negro, right? Yeah, we about to get into it, man. Y'all hit me in that chat. Let me know where you at, man. Let me know what you know about the minstrel show. We about to get down into it. Y'all, like I say, hit that like, subscribe, get a membership. As low as $2.99 a month. Get you coupons and discounts over there at www.strictlyformynoggers.com where the merchandise at. And it's gonna get you access to the members only live stream. Salute, salute. Go on get that membership. Try but with me. So let's get into this minstrel show foolishness. Salute. Fair use, YouTube. Fair use. Salute. Fair use. We're doing it for educational purposes, YouTube. For educational purposes. We're looking at the early minstrel shows in America. Minstrelsy.
Who's you? It's Edwin P. Christie. That's who. You's Edwin, Mr. Christie. I just brushing off your hat.
Yeah, right away. I mean, we see what it is, right? We see what
You
it
big
is,
dummy.
right? They got jokes,
Darkness,
right?
everybody! Everyone! Darkness is ready!
Et l'Amérique négrée.
They got jokes, right? We know who they call themselves picking at, right? Or was they picking at them, or what's really going on? Let's take a look from a third eye point of view, not a bird eye point of view. Salute.
That's all. Just brushing off your hat, sir.
This one I don't like to stand around shucking and driving, right? This is why I can't stand around shucking and jiving like no jive turkey ass, goof ass nigga. I ain't on that type of time, especially in public, man. I like to laugh and have my fun when I'm amongst my tribe, my comrades. But you will never see Blackjack all in public, laughing and shoe showing and sneaking and grinning. Nah, you ain't gonna see me like that.
You big dummy.
I stay ready for whatever. Salute.
With an exhibition of eye-dazzling, leg-spraddling, foot-flapping fantasy, playing the bones at the same time.
Playing the bones.
Please,
What you talk about, dominoes? Fair use, YouTube. See, like this, man. When I be seeing them people, like, and I know some people out here doing what they got to do to survive. I know when the recession hit, I remember I used to see dancing jigaboos out there holding signs on the corner for money. You know what I'm saying? Working for companies, you know, we'll dance for money. I seen this going on, and possibly still goes on in certain places. Salute. This is synonymous with a court jester, my dog. Salute, court jester. Old Sambo. And we just doing this for fair use, YouTube. Fair use. House of masculinity, my naga. And I'm Blackjack.
Biatch.
And that was just a little sample of what we getting into tonight on these early minstrels in America. So we see what it is. When we talking about minstrel shows, we already know who they roasting. That's why I say, man, I say whatever over here. I will roast whoever, whatever color, race you with, nation. I don't care. You can get it. Y'all done roasted our people and talk shit for so long. That ain't no holds barred.
Biatch.
You big dummy.
I can say whatever I want to whoever I want. I can call you cracker if I want. Get mad. I can call you wetback if I want. Get mad. I don't care, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I can call you whatever I want. I call you a Mongolian monkey if I want to. I don't care. Y'all picked at us for a long time. Salute. So and I can say niggly and nigga all I want. You in your feelings? Bitch, get out of here. Matter of fact, you in your feelings. You in your feelings. You in your feelings because I be saying niggly and cracker. And I be saying monkey and I be saying this and that. You can't get some. You can't get some if you all in your feelings. You all in your feelings, my nigga. You all in your feelings, you monkey. You all in your feelings, you come get some. You come get some. Salute, tribe, real naga shit, strictly for my nagas, for the real ones. Salute, the real ones. Hey, y'all, we about to dig on it, man. Hey, we about to dig. Man, Blackjack, Soul, Naga, Stronghold, y'all check this out, y'all. Check this out, y'all. Yeah, put the shield up, my Naga. You know, it's Naga made. This ain't no Eurasian shit. It's a Naga made. This is very old, very ancient, my Naga. A Kokopelli turtle shield, my Naga. I'm going to show y'all some more on this. Salute, my Naga. Hey, we tried up over here, real Naga shit. The real ones, not the pretendians, my Naga. You're a pretendian, man. You all up in here, you pretending, you all up in here watching us, my naga. That's what we do it for. But let's dig into these minstrel shows. I'm about to show y'all something. Salute.
You big dummy.
Throw our jazz back on, you know, the stronghold of the naga. Rocking that jazz for the nagas, my naga. Salute. Let's get in these minstrel shows. I'm finna show y'all something which y'all might not know about these minstrel shows. We know the minstrel show is all about
Darkness, everybody! Darkness is ready!
You know, we just saw who they was picking at in the minstrel show. Let's read on it. Let's read on the minstrel shows. The minstrel show, right? For the album by Little Brother See the Minstrel Show. For the medieval European entertainer See Minstrel. The minstrel show, also called Minstrelsy. Also called Minstrelsy. You ever heard of Minstrelsy, my naga? Let's talk about it. Was an American form of theater developed in the early 19th century. The shows were performed by mostly white actors wearing blackface. Yeah, white actors wearing blackface, my naga.
You big dummy.
Biatch.
That's what I'm saying, man. Y'all don't call us all kind of names.
Everybody! Darkness is ready!
Au bon sauvage. Au Négré
Y'all on
l'Amérique.
record calling us all kind of names. Don't be mad when I call you a cracker or something. Don't get mad. I don't care if you get mad. What you want to do something? Nope. We know you ain't gonna do nothing. The minstrel show is also called minstrel. It was an American form of theater developed in the early 19th century, the early 1800s, Malaga. Yeah, what a quinky ding. Right around the time they was making a...
Au bon sauvage. Au Négré l'Amérique.
Yeah, what a quinky ding, right? The shows were performed by mostly white actors wearing blackface makeup for the purpose of comically portraying racial stereotypes of so-called African Americans. When we know they were just Americans, we know they were just American Negroes.
Au bon sauvage. Au négrer l'Amérique.
And we're gonna prove that by playing the role of black minstrels. There was also some so-called African Americans, so-called Negroes, performers, and black-only minstrel groups that formed the tour. So you had Nagas doing minstrels. Salute. Yeah, Nagas
You
out
big
there.
dummy.
That's what they just said. They said it was some American performers, black-only minstrel groups. Yeah. They got in on the money too. You had a Naga out there say, hey, I'll shuffle in. That Naga say he'll shuffle for some money. Let's look at it. It says minstrel shows stereotype blacks as dim-witted, lazy, buffoonish, cowardly, superstitious, and happy-go-lucky. Each show consisted of comic skits, variety acts, dancing, and music performances that depicted people specifically. See, African descent and highlighted. Don't believe that. It wasn't no specifically. They mean specifically Negro, specifically black, because they was not African descent. They was American Indians. So we're gonna prove it.
You big dummy.
We're gonna prove the minstrel blacks was about American Indians. We gonna prove it. Talking about African, that's a lie. That's a hijack. It started in America. It had nothing to do with African. It started about the natives of America, the black indigenes of America, the aborigine, the primordial beings of America. That's who the minstrel show was about. Monaga, salute. Blackface minstrelsy was the first uniquely American, not African, form of theater. Minstrel shows emerged as brief bursts, burlesque, and comic entr'actes in the early 1830s in the northeastern states. They were developed into full-fledged art form in the next decades. By 1848, blackface minstrel shows were the national art form. By 1848, it was the national art form.
You big dummy.
Translating formal arts such as opera into popular terms for a general audience. It's a translating formal arts such as opera into a popular term for a general audience. So blackface minstrel shows were the national art form. They made a national pastime with shucking and jiving and talking shit about the Naga, huh?
Neglet. You big dummy.
So don't get mad when I say what I want. I call you a fake $5 red man. I call you a redneck.
Your $5 ass down before I make
red
change.
skin, red pale face. I call you all that. Don't get mad, bitch. By the turn of the 20th century, the minstrel shows enjoyed but a shadow of its former popularity, having been replaced for the most part by the vaudeville style of theater. The form survived as professional entertainment until about 1910. Amateur performances continued until the 1960s in high schools and local theaters. And they was doing it all in high school, man. The genre has had a lasting legacy, influence, and was featured in the British television series, the black and white minstrel shows. Yeah, they got the white people in blackface. Yeah, okay. As recently as the mid-1970s, generally as the civil rights movement progressed and gained acceptance, minstrelsy lost popularity. The typical minstrel performance followed a 3-act structure. The troupe first danced on the stage, then exchanged wisecracks and sang songs. The second part featured a variety of entertainments, including the pun-filled stump speech. The final act, the stump speech, that sounds like a step group. That sounds like some boule shit, some sorority type shit. The final act consisted of a slapstick, a musical plantation skit, or a send-up of a popular play. Minstrel songs and sketches featured several stock characters, most popularly the slave and the dandy. These were further divided into sub-archetypes, such as the mammy. So you got the slave, the dandy, and the mammy, huh? Her counterpart, the old darky, huh? Oh, the old darky was her counter. The following is a list of ethnic slurs, right? The mammy, what the mammy say? A mammy is a U.S. historical stereotype depicting a black woman who worked in a white family and nursed the family's children. The fictionalized mammy character is often visualized as a fat, dark-skinned woman with a motherly personality. The origin of the mammy figure stereotype is, I bet you know. Bet you know what the origin is. We ain't gonna get into all that right now. The dandy. A dandy is a man who places particular importance upon physical appearance and personal grooming, refined language, and leisurely hobbies. A dandy could be a self-made man in person or persona who imitated an aristocratic style of life. Despite his middle-class origin, birthed in, okay, I see where they're going with that, slave. The legal institution of human slavery, Africans and African Americans. Look at that. Look how they look at that. Now see, look at the slick wordplay. Look at the slick wordplay. The enslavement primarily of Africans and African Americans. What? Hold on. What does that mean? Africans, the enslavement of Africans and African Americans. Wouldn't African American be an African?
You big dummy.
I guess not. See, you're speaking with the forked tongue. They know it ain't. That's why they want to. That's why they distinguish that. They always distinguishing you separately. Africans, so-called African Americans. They used to call you an American Indian. They used to call you what you truly are. Now they call you African American. African Americans, right? Yeah, we're gonna dodge the hijacks. History, early development. Here we go, history. We want to talk about early development of the minstrel. Minstrel shows were popular before slavery. Oh, okay, now we getting somewhere.
You big dummy.
So way before slavery, I was already doing minstrels. Oh, okay, let's see. Minstrel shows were popular way before slavery was abolished. Sufficiently so that Frederick Douglass described blackface performance as the filthy scum of white society, who have stolen from us a complexion denied them by nature, in which to make money and pander to the corrupt taste of their white fellow citizens.
You big dummy.
Damn. Frederick Douglass broke that shit down, didn't he? I gotta read that again. I gotta read that one more time. They say minstrel shows were popular before slavery was abolished. Sufficiently so that they were so popular that Frederick Douglass described blackface performers as the filthy scum cracker trash society who have stolen from us a complexion, denied them by motion, they denied the melanin by motion, Mother Nature, in which to make money and a pander to the corrupt taste of their white cracker friends and fellow citizens. Circus side shows included Negro performers. Minstrels were exhibited in museums, Wild West shows, and in musical ensembles. Black humans were also part of traveling medicine shows, which were on the cheaper side of outdoor shows for the paying masses. Such traveling medicine shows also employed a Negro band and minstrels, including male and female humans. Museums were set up to appeal to the low-income audience, housing freak shows, wax sculptures, as well as exhibits of exoticism. Exoticism, huh? We know what they talking now. We talking indigenous, we talking aborigine, mangled with magic and necessarily live performances. So-called African Americans were most often displayed as savages, cannibals, or natural freaks, savages and cannibals, my naga.
You big dummy.
We know they talking American Indians. Anytime you see the savage is code word for American Indian, my naga. Savage is code. We know bone savage, noble savage, all bone savage.
Au bon sauvage. Au négré l'Amérique.
Au négré et l'Amérique. Et l'Amérique négré.
Et l'Amérique négrée.
Au bon savage.
Au bon sauvage. Au négré l'Amérique.
Au négré et l'Amérique. So he talking to noble savages, the American Indian. That you called you a cannibal. Although white theatrical portrayals of black characters date back to as early as 1604. As early as 1604, Managa. They say white theatrical portrayals of black characters in America. Because we know that minstrels began in America. Let's take this slow, Managa. Dating back to as early as 1604. And they told you they fought the first so-called Africans in 1619. So where did they find Negroes in 1604 in America?
You big dummy.
And just to clear the record, those odd Negroes in 1619 was not Africans either. They was American black, American Indian Negroes that they got from Veracruz, Mexico. Salute. That they hijacked and got. Salute.
You big dummy.
We're gonna clear it all up over here. Yeah. The first Africans to arrive to America was really American Indians.
You big
And they
dummy.
lied. It was always American Indians. It was a whole shitload of them. That's why in 1604 they was already doing minstrel plays about you niggas. The minstrel show such has later origins. By the late 18th century, blackface characters began appearing on American stage. See? Usually as a servant type whose roles did little more than provide some element of comic relief. Look at that. It says, as a result, the blackface Sambo character came to supplant the tale-telling Yankee. So let's see, the Sambo is a derogatory label for the person of so-called African descent. When we know they're talking Americans in the English language, historically it is a name in American English derived from a Spanish term for a person of African and Native American ancestry.
You big dummy.
What a bomb. What a coinky dink. They say they know you Native Americans, but they want to explain you being black by throwing in Africa just because you black. They know you Native American. They say historically it is a name in American English derived from a Spanish term for a person of African and Native American ancestry after the Civil War. Jim Crow era. Sambo Managa. See, the word Sambo is an American word. It's an American Indian word. It's not. That's why they have to throw in Native American. Sambo is not an African word. It's not a European word. It's an American Indian word. We're not gonna do your research. That's why they have to throw in Native American. If it wasn't an American Indian word, they wouldn't even put Native American in there. But they can't hide it. They want to put African in there just because you was black, Managa. You gotta understand the deception of the people that want to steal your land and fool you.
You big dummy.
All right, the telling Yankees. Oh, I ain't mean to do that. I might do something on that later though. The telling Yankees is a story with unbelievable elements related as if it were true and factual. Some talebearers are exaggerations of actual events. For example, fish stories such as that fish. Okay, the tale-telling Yankees and frontiersmen character types in popular Yankee and its contradicted form Yank have several interrelated meanings. Yeah, they mean darky. That's what they mean. All referring to people from the United States. Their various meanings depend on the context. See, and may refer to New Englander residents of the northern United States or Americans in general. No, Tennessee. No, they're talking about all that Yankee shit, darky shit, Sambo shit. They're talking about Indians and frontiersmen character types. Frontiersmen, political area. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's get to it. Let me go and stop. Let me go and skip to it, man. I've been having y'all waiting. You know what I'm saying? Let me go on and skip to it. Let me go and get y'all the drop, man. We already just seen some of the drop. They tell you Native American Sambo. I'm gonna give you the main drop though. Let's skip off because this is pretty long. All right, let's skip on down. We ain't gonna read it all. We're gonna explore some other stuff. Let's skip on down. I'm gonna give you the drop on the minstrel shows and what they true on. I don't want to talk about the decline and all this. They hide out, see black minstrel. They want to hide all this stuff from you. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Yeah, they talking about the all black minstrels, the all black tropes followed as early as 1855. Yeah, 7 slaves just from Alabama who are earning their freedom by giving concerts under the guidance. See, Nagas dancing for their freedom. The darky, as he is at home, darky life in the cornfield. Oh, the darky is at home in the cornfield. But Naga, what the point he mean?
You big dummy.
He's at home in his cornfield. Cane break, barnyard, and on the levee and float boat. What's a cane break, Managa? A cane break is a thicket of any of a variety of grasses know what I'm saying? Oh, so he's happy in his home, right? Keeping the convention, black minstrels still caught the faces of at least the inmen. Right? The inmen were each. Look here. One commentator described a mostly uncaught black trope as mulattoes of a medium shade, except two who were light. The inmen were each rendered thoroughly black by burnt cork. The minstrels themselves promoted their performing abilities. Court reviews that favorably compared them to the popular white tropes. These black companies often featured female minstrels. So they had light-skinned noggers, yellow bones, butter pecans, black noggers, black as fuck noggers. They had the whole spectrum of noggers. They had the whole tribe of Israel in that bitch. They had the mixed multitude of noggers. Salute.
You big
They
dummy.
had the mixed multitude of noggers in that bitch. They said Moses brought all the Israelites up in here. All right, let me get down to. Let's get to it though. You got to go through all this just to get to some true structure. I don't need. Oh, the Christie's Minstrels established the basic structure of the minstrel show in 1840. Yeah, the Christie's Minstrels. That's like one of the most famous. Let me show y'all something though. All this I gotta get through. They hope you knockers done got bored by now and start reading. But I read all this already. I'm just finna skip down though. Like all this goofy ass stuff right here. That's what they want to catch your eye with. Jim Crow, yeah. The archetypal slave character as created by rights. A character created, and they told you it was you. Character created by rights, right? Let's scroll down and get to the real drop, man. They gotta go through all this. Tambos and booms, mindlessness. You gotta go through all this just to get some truth, my nigga. This is sad. This is pathetic, Wikipedia. Wikipedia, you becoming more and more pathetic every time I use you as a source, my nigga. Here we go. I had to do all this strolling just to get to the meat of the issue, my nigga. Try boss, salute.
Now who sent you, nigga? You big dummy.
Here we go. The non-black stereotypes played a significant role in minstrelsy, and although still performed in blackface, let's slow that down, cause I think they think you were.
You big dummy.
Cause they just said two things that ain't make no sense. Let's read it one more time. You can't tell me that the door open and it's closed. I'm gonna look at you like, what? The door open and it's closed.
You big dummy.
Don't look at me like I'm the dummy, you the dummy. It says non-black stereotypes. What kind of stereotypes? Non-black stereotypes played a significant role in minstrelsy. So a non-black stereotype played a significant role in minstrelsy, although still performed in blackface.
You big dummy.
Somebody make that shit make sense to me. Is it me? Is it me? Is it me? Is you telling me it's daytime and night at the same time? This motherfucking shit just said non-black stereotypes, although still performed in blackface. If it's performed in blackface, it's a black stereotype, not a non-black. Non-dash is an exception. Just in your mind right now, my nigga. If you a real nigga, we in the stronghold of the nigga, strictly for my niggas. If you a real nigga, act like you don't see non-dash right now for me. Ignore non-dash. Read it again. Black stereotypes played a significant role in minstrelsy, although still performed in blackface. You can't do a non-black stereotype in blackface. You would have to do a non-black stereotype in whiteface.
You big dummy.
Biatch.
You big dummy. You big dummy. You big dummy. You big dummy.
Were distinguished by their lack of black dialect. They distinguished these black-faced people and said they had a lack of black dialect. American Indians before the Civil War were usually depicted as Indian symbols of the pre-industrial world, or as pitiable victims whose peaceful existence had been shattered by the encroachment of the white man. However, as the United States turned its attentions west, American Indians became savage. Like Lil Webby, like Megan Thee Stallion, they became savage, right? pagan obstacles to progress. Manifest destiny. You know, these savages are in our way. We want to enslave them so we can take what we want. These characters were formidable scalpers to be feared. They called you a savage scalper. They made up a whole boogeyman out you to take your land. Not ridicule any humor in such scenarios usually derived from a black character trying to act like one of the frightful savages. See? It's in a black character trying to act like a frightful savage. One sketch began with the white men and American Indians enjoying a communal meal in a frontier setting. As American Indians became intoxicated, they grew more and more antagonistic, and the army ultimately had to intervene to prevent the massacre of the whites. Even favorably presented American Indian characters usually died tragically. Right? We're talking a minstrel show. We're talking a minstrel play, Managa. We're talking a blackface play about American Indians having a communal meal, having a Thanksgiving, had a little good and get down on the frontier setting with whites. And the Indians got drunk. They got intoxicated. You know what they say? They say blacks with guns is like Indians with whiskeys is like blacks with guns, and vice versa. They talk about the same person. Salute. Say they're presented in American Indian characters. We're talking about the early. He had to stroll way down here to get to the origin of what the truth is about this old blackface minstrel show stuff. Started calling you an African, Managa. They started calling you an African, Managa. Music and dance. Check this out, man. Let me show y'all something, man. Let me show y'all something. Let's go to our minstrel bands. Yeah, Joe Sweeney. Yeah, Joe Sweeney. Old Dan Tucker. Oh, yeah, he want to dance and booty drop, huh? Buzzard Lope, huh? Turkey Trot. John Picayune Butler. Old Cornmeal, huh? Oh, the Juba Dance. Oh, all had their origins on plantations in the South. And some were popularized by black performers such as William Henry Lay. Right? Let's go down some more. Let's see if I can get to it. Legacy. Yeah, y'all laid the legacy all right. The black and white minstrel show Bamboozled. Here we go. We get into Butterbeans and Susie. Ma Rainey. Bessie Smith. Bessie Smith got her feathers, Managa. Bessie Smith was an American blues singer, widely renowned during the Jazz Age, nicknamed the Empress of the Blues. She was the most popular female blues singer of the 1930s, inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1989. Right? Yeah, Ma Rainey. Ma Rainey was an American blues singer and influential early blues recording artist, dubbed the mother of the blues. She bridged earlier vaudeville and the authentic expression of Southern blues, influencing a generation of blues singers. See, the blues got a lot to do with this minstrel show stuff because it all ran hand in hand. Butterbeans and Susie were an American comedy duo comprising Jody Edwards and Susie Edwards. Okay, the Rabbit's Foot Company. Man, the Rabbit Foot Company. I'm about to look into that one. All this got to do with the minstrels, y'all. I'm going to show y'all something. We know it's got to do with the American Indian. Let me show y'all one more thing before we get out of living color. Let's throw out some more. The Dandy, the Hokum blues genre. Yeah, the Hokum. That sounds almost like Sokum. Yeah, Carry Me Back to Old Virginia. Okay. Look at that. Many minstrel tunes are now popular folk songs. Most have been expunged of the exaggerated black dialect and the overt references to blacks, the overt references to knockers. Dixie, for example, was adopted by the Confederacy. Oh, but it used to be a reference to black. A Dixie was a black, huh? A so-called black and indigenous American, Indian Managa. As its unofficial national anthem and is still popular. And Carry Me Back to Old Virginia. Oh, we know what a Virginia is. We know exactly what a Virginia is.
Darkness, everybody! Everyone!
Au bon sauvage. Au négré l'Amérique. Et l'Amérique négrée.
We know Virginia is code word for black boy or for nigger. And it was sanitized and made the state song of Virginia until 1997. Yeah, the Virginia. Yeah, let's get into the Virginia since they want to talk Virginians. Carry Me Back to Old Virginia. Carry Me Back to Old Virginia is a song written in 1878 by James A. Allen Bland, a Negro, an American Negro, so-called African American composer and minstrel performer. He was a minstrel performer, James Bland, an American Negro. It was Virginia state song from 1940 to 19. It was a song for almost 50 years, for 47 years, Monaga. No, for 57 years. What I'm talking about, you big dummy? My mouth that bad.
You big dummy.
For 57 years, it was the Virginia state song. There is some evidence suggesting that it is an adaptation of Carry Me Back to Old Virginia, the floating scow of Old Virginia, which had been popular since the 1840s and was sung by Confederate soldiers during the American Civil War. Look, Carry Me Back to Virginia. Who took you from Virginia?
You big dummy.
As Virginia state song, a third reworded version was Virginia state song from 1940 to 1997, using the word Virginia instead of Virginie. In 1997, it was retired as a state song, largely due to controversy. Oh, what was the controversy?
Darkness, everybody!
Au bon sauvage. Au Négré l'Amérique.
The fact that Virginia mean nigga. That's the controversy, so you want to remove it. And it also mean Indian. It mean Indian nigga, to be exact. Over the lyrics, racial content such as the narrative being enslaved and referring to himself as a darky. Referring to himself
Darkness, everybody! Everyone! Darkness is spreading!
On January 28, 1997, the Virginia Senate voted to designate Carry Me Back to Old Virginia as state song emeritus, and a study committee initiated a contest for writing a new state song. They say somebody got to write a new one. Hey, salute to George Richard III in the house. Tribe up, George Richard III in the house. Salute. The song was representative of the Commonwealth in many ways. Oh yeah, wink, wink, wink. In many ways, it was representative of the Commonwealth. When Clifton A. Woodrum was in Congress, the House of Representatives couldn't adjourn until the Honorable Democrat from Roanoke, Virginia, with a rich and varied baritone voice, led the body in a rendition of Carry Me Back to Old Virginia. In January 2006, a state Senate panel voted to designate Shenandoah, Shenandoah, Hebrew, as the interim official state song. On March 1st, 2006, the House Rules Committee of the General Assembly voted down Bill SB 682, which would have made Shenandoah the official state song. Salute. We talking about the Virginia, right? Oh, you want to see what a Virginia is? They want to call you an African American. They want to say, yeah, Virginians are African American slaves, right? They want to say minstrel shows African American. When we know that we just read that it started on some Indian type time. You know what I'm saying? We just read about these minstrel shows of some Indians having fellowship with the whites, and the Indians got drunk and all hell broke loose. They said they had to invite the army in. Let's go back to that one more time before we move on. Let's go back one more time. Go back one more time. I just want to point out one more time and show y'all something. Because they talk of Virginians, right? Man, I don't know this. Yeah, it's up here. They talk of Virginians. They say one sketch with white men and American Indians enjoying a communal meal in a frontier setting as American Indians became intoxicated. They was like niggas with guns, right? Indians with liquor like niggas with guns. The same thing. Salute.
You big dummy.
They grew more and more antagonistic, and the army ultimately had to intervene to prevent the massacre of the whites. So the Virginia, the Indians, okay, we see what's going on. The Virginia, the Indians, carry me back to old Virginia, the Negroes, right? What's this? We done seen it before over here. We know these cigar store Indians. Salute.
You big dummy.
This one sold for $7,439.93. They want all their money.
Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
They want it down to the last $5. It's a 19th century, 1800s Oakwood countertop cigar store Indian statue, and it's in the Netherlands. They say you can purchase it right now. It's still ready for you. It said about this item. Let's take a look at it first. Let's take a look at it before we read about this item. Yeah, looks like
Darkness, everybody! Darkness is spreading!
Au bon sauvage. Au Négré l'Amérique.
all right, I think I'm pretty clear on what I'm looking at. I don't know what you guys see, but I know what I see. I see a Negro. Let's see what it says. It says this cigar store Indian. It's an Indian, right? Originated as a tradition. Yep, he got on his feathers. He got on his feathers sticking up, and he got on his loincloth. His feathers are just like mine, my naga. Salute.
You big dummy.
Feathers up, my naga. Yeah, they want $7,500 for this boy here. This Indian Negro. The cigar store Indian originated as a tradition, not in the United States, but in Europe. Indians were not carving these. European colonizer was carving these. They were carving to show off back in Europe the people they had discovered in America. The Atlanteans, right? The Atlantis. They were carved. Virginia, man. Virginia, man. Oh, like carry me back to Virginia, the slave.
You big
The
dummy.
black boy. As Europeans called Native Americans. They call who Virginians? Native Americans. Were used for advertising the sale of tobacco in American crop. Tobacconists in America picked up the trend to advertise and make their stores distinctive. The folklore about cigar store Indians in the late 18th century, the late 1700s suggests that they provided a visual marker, much like a barber stripe pole, just like the tenement buildings, my naga, for illiterate customers. People who couldn't read, my naga, they said you couldn't read. We already knew this stuff. The Virginia is the Indian, right? And what kind of Indian is the Virginia? There ain't but one kind of Indian. It ain't but one kind of Indian. Hold on, wait a minute, I ain't mean to do that. It ain't but one kind of Indian. Ain't but one kind of Virginia, one kind of Indian, my naga. And it ain't what you thinking. We seen it before. We seen it before, this nappy head ass naga right here. Let's go straight to the description. Let's go straight to the description. We see his feathers up. We see his loincloth. Let's go to it one more time. We talking Virginias. Countertop store, cigar store Indian, started 1790. This well-called cigar store Indian well car was manufactured for tobacco companies in Scotland as a display item for their products. This particular form is commonly referred to as the Virginia or the Virginie or black boy style, the black boy Indian, my naga. What these minstrel shows about, you really want to know? Look at these busts right here, though. Check out these busts, my naga. They got the African, they got the so-called Asian, they got the so-called European. And who they got right here? The American. They know who you are. He got his arrow quiver. He got his feathers up, my naga, and his arrow quivers on his back, my naga. He got his arrow quiver, my naga. Your boy Blackjack got an old arrow quiver, my naga. He got his arrow quiver on his back, my naga. He about to pull one out and about to tear your ass up, my naga. The boy know how to use his stick, my naga. Salute.
You big dummy.
Oh, what's this? Orez 1900 paper mache tobacconist Indian black boy advertising shot. A Virginia, huh? A Virginia, huh? A black boy Indian, huh? Feathers up, my naga, huh? Black boy Indian, a Virginia. Salute to the tribe, man. I know some people think we came from Africa, my naga. Proof in the pudding, though. Proof in the pudding, my naga. I ain't gotta play with you. I'm just get it to you raw every time, naga. The Virginia, the minstrel show, all about the naga, huh? They told you it was about an African. That shit was about a naga. They say them Indians got drunk. They say they made a whole play. They say the Indians got drunk, and the military had to come in and put them down for they massacred the whites. They did it in blackface, portraying non-blacks. Really, my naga? Really, nigga?
You big dummy.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm Blackjack. Do me a favor, put your shields up, my nigga. Put a shield up in the chat, my nigga. If you rocking with Blackjack, put a shield up in the chat, my nigga. Put a shield in the chat. Let me see if I still got my shield. Let me see if I can still put my shield up in the chat, my nigga. Hold on, wait a minute. Damn, what I'm doing? I'm typing shield. Put the shield up in the chat, my nigga. Oh. I don't know, I had the shield emoji. Put your shield up in the chat, my nigga. Hey, you don't never see them pretenders with this, man. This authentic Naga shield right here. You know what I'm saying? Your boy paid a couple dollars. It been in America longer than the Pretendians.
Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
This been in America longer than the fake Indians.
Now who sent you, nigga?
Yeah, this shield right here. It's been in America longer than we have seen the fake dogs roll $5 Indian. This is a Kokapelli shield, my nigga. It got the Kokapelli warriors on it, my nigga. I got a Kokapelli on my back shoulder, my nigga. I got a tattoo years ago. I done had this tattoo since I think I got a tattoo in 2014, almost 10 years ago. Yeah, the Kokapelli, my nigga. Kokapelli shield. Ancient shield, my nigga. Put your shield up. Put your shield up. Put your bow and arrow up, my nigga. Hey, salute, peace of George Rich III, my nigga. Put your bow and arrow up. Put your bow and arrows up, my nigga. Put your bow and arrows up, my nigga. Bow and arrows, my nigga. Man, if you ain't got you no bow and arrow, my nigga, you like it, my nigga. You like it, my nigga. When the bullets run out, I'ma still be shooting. Silent. It's gonna be like, let me stop playing before I shoot my window. So I shoot my window out in the mouth. Yeah, my nigga. Hey, I'm Blackjack, though. This house of masculinity. Respect my house. Over there, the doorknob hit your ass where the most high split your ass. Time to take our shit back, and we ain't asking, bitch. Yeah, peace.